right, welcome back to part 4 now of how to make a website. We're starting off where we just came, and we're getting right into it. But this time we're going to go into styles, and we're going to do stats.heading, and add a maxed width with 500 pixels, and we want it in the middle. So we're going to add a margin of auto, which should put it into the middle, which is just completely wrong for mine. His it worked perfectly here. Let's see. What did I do wrong in here that he did not do wrong? Let me just inspect element here real quick, guys, because this is supposed to be in the center here. I don't get actually why it's not, though. Text center should be good. I actually have the same exact stuff as him. So let me try to solve this. Let me go back just a little bit on the website and just see what he did that I didn't see. Because before this, let's see. Yes, so in style.css, you know what I did do wrong? I didn't do this. He had styles be last, and I don't, okay, that was it. Wow. That's very interesting. Okay, so you're gonna have problems if styles first, but now that completely fixed it. Okay, wow. I didn't know that, but now I learned. So good for us. Good for us, guys. But I guess that makes sense because utils was last, which was forcing this margin. So okay, yeah, that makes sense. I guess that makes perfectly sense. So we're gonna want the numbers to be a little bigger. Obviously, the text isn't the best option for us, but we're gonna target that stats dash h3. My bad, for heading 3. But we have a lot of things under h3, so it would target everything in h3, and we don't want that. So we're gonna want to target the grid that it's under. Right here, we're gonna want to target that. So stats dot grid h3, and we're gonna want font size to 35 pixels, and dot stats dot grid paragraph. We're gonna want font size to 20 pixels and font weight to bold. Now that changes that a little bit. Looks a lot better, looks a little cleaner. And I see his final project. He's bringing it up right now. I'm not going to bring it up. So he's talking about having columns as well as rows, and he has one column and then 2 rows. So let's see how he is going to do that. Because we have all the images, which, yeah, okay, we have all the images, good. I mean, in here, doesn't look too bad right now. So we're going to start off in the HTML, and we should have all the images. It's going to be the CLI.png. So under stats, we're going to put a comment CLI, and dude, this guy goes very fast, so I'm slowing it down multiple times, but he's going to do dot section dash CLI. No. Wait. Dude, what? What am I doing? Wait, hold on. Let me scroll back. How the fuck is he doing this so quick? This guy is going a little quick. That's why I'm going back multiple times so I can get it all in. Yes, we have the images. So I know he uses section. But let's see what else he does. CLI, and then he does. Okay, so it's not that. It's section. No. Dude, hold. What? Dude, this guy goes way too fast. Section dot CLI. No. Hold on. Okay. I don't know how many times I gotta watch this to understand, but we're trying to understand in a one little fucking bit, man. So he puts the comment of CLI, yes, section dot CLI dot CLI. Okay, and then contain. It's actually going to be container grid. My bad. And in him, we're going to add an image source, which is images slash CLI.png. And then right after here, we're going to have a card. A card, which is just dot card for div class, and it's going to be called card. And in here, we're going to have an H3 that's going to say easy to use cross-platform CLI. And right under here, we're going to have another card, H3, and deploy in seconds. So now if we go down, we have the little photo as well as these little gridded deploy in seconds as well as the H3. So yeah, all good. Now we are going to want to change some things up. So in a style sheet, we're going to go down and type in CLI, and we're going to do .cli .grid because we want to change some things up. So the grid template columns, we're going to want repeat 3 comma 1 fr 1 fraction. Now if we save it now, it's very tiny. We don't want that though. We want this one to be in. We want this one to be bigger. So this one's take up 2 columns, and these two just take up the 1 and have a row. We could add another row though. Template rows, which is going to be repeat 2 rows, 1 fraction. So now there is another row, which is allowing this little extra space here. And we want this one to span here and down. So what we want to do CLI dot grid angle bracket anything that is first dash child, where we're trying to grab that first item, and the first child of that grid would be the image, which is this. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Okay. Okay, so in here, we're gonna want grid column property, and we want this to go from 1 to span to 2, which now, okay, it takes it up a little more. Gotcha. So it goes from 1 to 2 on the grid, but we also want it to go into that second row. So we're gonna want to do grid dash row. Okay, I'm actually starting to get the hang of this. And so it's going to be 1 span 2, right? It's going to be the same thing. Yep. Save that. and it looks just like that. Nice. Because now it spans that 2 rows. Nice, nice, nice. And that's the exact layout that he wants, so that's the exact layout that we want. Very good, very good. Actually looks really nice now. All right. Now, the next part we want is going to be another bottom area here, which is extreme cloud hosting, which he said isn't bad, but you never know. So under here, extreme cloud hosting, ECH guys, section cloud. We're going to call that cloud. And okay, bg primary, which is background primary class, and we're going to add some margin of 2 and some padding of 2 as well. And now we're going to want a container. Container dash grid, and we're going to center everything dot text center, and we're going to have an h2 in here. Oh, where he's going to have different size clashing, so LG for large, extreme cloud hosting, and we're going to want this one to lead, so it's going to be p.lead dot my-1, and cloud hosting like you've never seen, fast, efficient, efficient, oh no, okay, nice. I need the same thing that he has, where it like lines it all up, so like you know what I mean, so like this doesn't come. So underneath the paragraph, we're gonna have a read more, so we're gonna have a tag of btn and btn dark, and this is gonna go to features.html, and it's gonna be called read more. And we're going to want that image to be the second grid item. So in here, it's going to be an image, images slash cloud, just like that. Yeah, definitely a little bit of formatting needs to be done. But let's do the template columns for the grid here. So we have the image. We're going to want to format it pretty nice. So let's go to styles.css. We'll call this cloud, and we're going to want cloud.grid. That's the whole section. Grid template columns to be usually set to 1FR, 1FR. So we're going to set it to 4FR to 3FR to hopefully get the dimensions that he wants. But we can't see the image, but it's right here, guys. Now, we're going to add our utility classes. So in utils, we're going to go all the way up towards button. And it's going to be backgrounds, colors, background and colors. Colors, which buttons? Buttons are under there as well. .bg dash primary, as well as .btn dash primary. And that's going to be a background color of var primary color, and color of the text is going to be white. Nice. And we might as well finish these because we're gonna have a secondary color as well. But in our style sheet, we have this. So copy this down and just call it secondary. And it's gonna be a different type of blue. We're just gonna we have secondary color be a little darker. Let me just change this. Let's do 90 and then 50. Actually 50. 25. Okay, and this is gonna just dark, and we're gonna need a light color as well. So let's add a light color, and let's just brighten this up real quick. Let me change this to like a deeper purple. That can be that blue, and we're all good like that. And it's in the style CSS, but you can access in here just like we have been. Now you can see the images right there. Honestly, these colors aren't bad either, not gonna lie. These colors aren't that bad. It actually looks pretty decent so far. But let's go into here, and we're gonna copy all this, and we're gonna change this to secondary, and we're gonna want to do a dark and a light. Now let's do it again and change this to light, and we probably don't want white text too, so we're just gonna do a darker text here. Yep. The dark button obviously changed to that little purple. But we're going to want to fix our text sizing for this here, as it needs to just be a lot bigger here. So let's go under all of our buttons and backgrounds and just do text sizes. And let's do lead, which is going to be on paragraphs, font size of 20 pixels. And then we're going to do small. We're going to use rem units here. Font size to 1 rem, which is the default of 16 pixels. And medium, let's do a font size of 2 rem, which is going to be 32 pixels. And then LG for large is font size of 3 rem. We could just do. Let's just have an XL, which is just extremely large. Font size of, let's just do 5 pixel. Whoops, 5 rem. Okay. And now you can see this is a lot bigger, a lot more eligible. Yeah. I mean, this is not really eligible, but that's also due to my font size, which I'm going to be switching hopefully by the next episode, guys. But I am going to end that here. That is the, I believe, 4th episode. So on the 5th, hopefully I have the font all changed. A lot easier. It's going to be a lot easier to read. But right now, we're not looking too bad. We got a nice little spot that we're in. Yeah, but we will see you on part 5 of how to fucking code a website, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm learning a lot here, boys. I'm learning a lot, and I hope you guys are too. Thanks for watching.